Namaskaram everybody, welcome to another video. Firstly, sorry for the delay. I know I haven't posted in a very long time and I felt like I kind of lost touch, and I was just waiting to make this video, especially because I need to make it before the month ends. Why? Because I'm planning on starting a series of videos called Monthly Favorites, which I'm sure all of you have seen a ton on YouTube before. So I'm going to speak about all things love in January, the things that I ate, saw, experienced, things that moved me, everything. I just tried to divide it in categories, and without further ado, let's get into the video. So the first category is my favorite, which is books. Usually at this beginning of every year, I tell myself that I should read at least one book per month. Sometimes it's more than one book, sometimes it's no books at all. So this month I read 2 books, and I hope at least it stays one book per month going forward. So the first book I read is The Metamorphosis by Franz Kafka. I got this book in Prague. Kafka is from Prague, so that's why I think this book is very special, because I got it in the birthplace of Kafka. This is my first Kafka book. So it is basically a person called Gregor Samsa. When he wakes up in the morning, he is transformed into this insect. He finds himself that he's been transformed into an insect, and from that moment onwards, how does the family interact with him, respond to this transformation? How does the relationships that he has with his family change because of this transformation? It's about that. It's a short book, it's a novella, it's exactly 100 pages, so it doesn't take very long to read it. But I've read 2 reviews which I'll put somewhere on the screen, which I really liked. So it really makes you think, like after you read the book, it makes you think about the relationships that you have with your family in your life or with your friends, and it really urges you to reflect on those relationships and sort of understand how strong they are and how meaningful they are. And if you were not to be or behave in a certain way, the way your family expects you to be, then how would you be perceived? How would people treat you? So that is some food for thought. So the second book I read is a graphic novel. I have been in love with graphic novels. I think they don't overwhelm you, they don't make you anxious, they don't make you feel guilty for starting a book and not being able to finish it. And just look at these pages. Like, who would not be interested in reading this? And I also think they do a great job of breaking down or explaining a very important complex topic into a very easily digestible manner because of the art, the colors, the comments, the drawings and everything. So this is a book I've been meaning to read from a very long time, and the moment I saw this, I didn't feel like buying the novel and I just went with the graphic novel. And I'm just gonna read you a piece of the blurb. So it's basically about a haunting portrait of race and class, innocence and injustice, hypocrisy and heroism, tradition and transformation in the deep south of the 1930s. Harper Lee's To Kill a Mockingbird remains as important today as it was upon its initial publication in 1960, during the turbulent years of the civil rights movement. So yes, this was published in 1960 during the civil rights movement, and it talks about race, religion, color, class, and a lot of important topics, but in a very sensitive and sensible manner. So I really recommend this book to everybody. So that's the books category. My next category is sort of related to books because it's the favorite find of the month. It is this book light. So if you can just switch it on like this, switch it off, switch it on, switch it off. So the thing is, the switch in my room is near the entrance and my bed is on the other side. And sometimes I don't want so much light, so I just switch off the light, but then I feel like reading a book and I just need some light. So this absolutely does the job. So basically you either like hook it onto each page, but since I read quite fast, I don't want to like keep putting it and then removing it. So I just sort of hold it like this and I read it and I love it. I mean, this is not something I bought in January, but I started using it in January, so it is still the favorite find of the month of January. Then the third category is movies. Now, I usually don't watch a lot of movies, but I did end up watching at least 6 to 7 movies this month, but I don't want to make a big list, so I just want to recommend 3 movies to you. So the first one is called a Hindi movie called Three of Us on Netflix. It's a very heartwarming, sweet, soothing movie that you could just relax at night and just watch before you sleep. It is basically the story of a woman with early onset dementia. She decides to visit her hometown and she just reminisces on her life there as a child during school, and she meets her former school crush or love, and it's very sweet. You should watch it. And it's very easy breezy as well, but it's a very feel good movie. So yeah, that. And the second one is Kadal, the Core, which is a Malayalam movie, Mammootty and Jyotika. I really loved that movie. I mean, kudos to Mammootty for choosing such a script. And so he's a politician who is standing for elections. But during that process, and Jyotika is his wife, and during that process, his personal life, there's a lot of turbulence. But why and what? I don't want to spoil it for you in case you haven't seen it. So it's about a very important topic, and I don't think not a lot of movie stars would choose such a script. So I think that's very commendable for choosing and producing such a script, and very emotional. I remember crying a lot towards the end. I pretty much cried for all these movies. Yeah, so that's my second movie. And the third movie is another Hindi movie called 12th Fail. It's the story of the IPS officer Manoj Kumar Sharma and his wife Shraddha Joshi, and their grit and determination in becoming who they are today. It's a biopic, but the acting, the story, and the way it made me feel was just top notch, amazing. I think Vikrant Massey is an amazing actor, and it was the lyrics, the dialogues, everything was just so raw and real and inspiring, very, very inspiring. So these are the 3 movies that I would absolutely recommend you all to watch in case you haven't already. Then the 4th category is food. Now, who doesn't love food? We all do. So I want to mention about 2 things here. First is my colleague, my friend Sirisha. She has made gajar ka halwa and potlakai pachadi for me and gave it to me this weekend, and I absolutely love it. It just felt like home, and I personally feel like food is one of the highest and also one of my the most favorite form of expression of love for me. So I'm really moved and touched when people cook food for me. And I know we are not grateful enough for our mothers who've done it all their life. And when you live alone, you realize how hard it is to cook a single meal. So I'm gonna put pictures somewhere on the screen. And yeah, so I'm very grateful to have friends like that and to be able to eat food like that. And the second mention is, there's a couple here in Darlington who make vegetarian Indian thalis every weekend and deliver it to your home. So I've been looking forward to Saturdays lately, because every Saturday in the evening I'm gonna get this thali, and I just enjoy those. I've been really liking eating all of those thalis. And yeah, I'll just again put the picture somewhere on the screen. So that's about food. And then, so we've spoken about books, movies, favorite find, food, song. Favorite song is a Kannada song called Mellage. I forgot which movie it is from, but when I first heard it, there's a bit violin bit, I think, in between, which was why I ended up searching for the song and finding it. It's very soothing and very calming, and I think that's my find of the month. I've been listening to it non-stop. But I also want to mention another song. It is it's a song from month of Madhu. I forgot the name. I'm just gonna put a screenshot here. I absolutely love that song as well. I pretty much listen to these two songs every day in this month. Then after song, the next category is my favorite moment in this month. It has got to be me walking back home from the hospital and looking at the full moon. I mean, yes, I saw a lot of sunrises, sunsets, moon, a lot of full moons, half moons, and all kinds of moons, but this was something. It was so beautiful, and in that moment, walking in that moonlight, listening to songs, I was just feeling so grateful. And I was, even though the moon was not in the direction of my walking, I kept turning back literally every second because I just didn't want to stop watching the moon. It was so beautiful. I don't know if I've taken pictures. If I did, then I'll insert them here. And also, most of the days I can see the moon from my bedroom window, so that is something that I'm extremely grateful for. And the moonlight here is something like I've never experienced before. Like, I don't think it was that evident and strong in India, but here I feel like even when I switch off all the lights in my bedroom, there is so much of moonlight, and it's just a very beautiful, indescribable kind of light. So yeah, that is my favorite moment of the month. And I think I had 7 categories. What am I missing? Let me check. Movies, we've spoken about movies, we've spoken about books. Shows, favorite shows. So I started watching Young Sheldon. I just finished watching the first season today, and I have been in love with Sheldon. He is so cute, so adorable, and I don't know, I probably want a son like that, even though I will not be able to answer any of his questions, but I feel like I would learn a lot from him. And I think he's very rational and very endearing. I just find him so endearing. I know it released long back, so I guess most of you must have watched it by now, but in case you haven't, then please watch it. I really liked it. So yeah, that's been my month of January, and all the things that I loved in the month of January. So thank you so much for watching. Please like, share and subscribe. Please don't forget to subscribe. By the way, we reached 200 subscribers, which I know is just a speck in this world of YouTube, but thank you so much. Please keep supporting me, and yeah, the next milestone is to reach 500 subscribers. So please help me make that happen and motivate me so that I can make more videos and get comfortable doing this and learn and unlearn a lot of things about myself and the world and share it with you all. So see you guys in the next video. Until then, bye.